Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Pass somewhat off target. Clips it so gently. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I want to focus on this guy, Jamal Musiala. Born in Germany, raised in England. He was courted by both nations, of course, until he chose to represent Germany at senior level. I would say he's probably a natural 10 with a very quick turn of pace. And one side's gain really was one side's loss.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Sané. And João Palhinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Sané. He's picked his way through. There's the hit! In he goes again! Goal! Bayern Munich! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Goal! After 12 minutes is number 17, Olise.
So, a breakthrough already. Jordi Alba. Zaire Emery. Oh, super ball! Gnabry! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Gnabry. Gnabry.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Kane. Out to the left it goes. Sané. Can he put it away? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And it's played forward. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's a chance. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Kim Min-jae.
Bayern Munich clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Kane. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. In with the challenge. Gnabry. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets his head to it. It's fallen loose again. No mistake. And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Everton take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Heads it! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Everton with the corner, they're first.
Real chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Played back in. João Palhinha. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He is through here.
And the shot! It's there! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
David Villa. Ah, that's a fine interception.
There will be 3
Kane.
minutes added time.
Musiala. And it's Neymar. David Villa. Jordi Alba. A lot.
He's had a hit!
Danger averted for now. And the first 45 minutes are up. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Everton do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution on the field. Number 13, David Villa.
Here we go again then.
Coming on to replace him is number 9.
Everton
Erling
come out this
Haaland.
half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Sané. Kane. Modric does well to get it back. And it's Jordi Alba. No, that's been intercepted. Lima. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Kane. Over to the left. Sané.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Everton do have a chance to counter here. Oh, this is a great...
Can he finish?
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
And again!
Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And it's been taken short. Gnabry. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. Musiala. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! And with that goal comes comfort. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Everton go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
João Palhinha. Safi Salih being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Everton perhaps contemplating their next change here. Olise. Played over towards the opposite flank. Sane. Sane. João Palhinha. He's in plenty of space here. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And here's Kane. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. He's gone forward, and it's Jordi Alba. Haaland hits one! They are rampant! And surely that settles it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Number 9.
Everton blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an up.
Neymar gets through and the finish! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Aim forwards. Now it's Neymar. Gnabry tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Llorente coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Coming on the field, number 14, Marcos Llorente.
Everton are
Number
at the
3,
peak of their
Pato.
powers. As for their
Number
opponents,
11,
a long way from that.
Mbappe.
And he's gone,
And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Lima. Olise. And he was quick to react. Oh, easy pickings there. Guardiola. Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. And that could set him on his way.
Mbappe!
Oh, terrific save.
Substitution in progress.
Everton get their fourth corner. Kim Min-jae attempts a clear.
Struck first time.
He's put it wide.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. João Palhinha. And it's Kane. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. And he's straight offside. Distributed tidily. Looking for options for movement. Müller showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Decent hit! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
The goal scorer after
2 goals
90
on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Kim Min-jae and João
6
Palhinha.
added minutes has been indicated.
Stanisic. Koeman. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. And he's gone backwards.
Chance!
And that's wide. Stanisic. And João Palhinha. It's Kimmich. Müller. It's Kimmich. And it's Müller. That's been cut out, well played. Haaland. And time is up. Everton have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Rafael Leao. That's a shade optimistic.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Rafael Leao. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
He's shooting!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence lots of problems.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there.
Just eases him off the ball. Musa. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
David Villa! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Abraham really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance with a header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So it is still 0-0. Ciao. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Kyle Walker. Ball played for Musa. Rodri. And it's played forward.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Iwobi. Almost half an hour in now. Zaire Emery plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Speculative strike. And that's it.
Oh, he's got tall! He will be livid with himself.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Reinders.
He's gone forward. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Upamecano. David Villa chasing after it. Zaire Emery. He's had it taken off him. The less said about that pass, the better. Guardiola.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, that's ambitious.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Has a shot!
Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Kyle Walker. Pulisic. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rafael Leao! Oh, that was no routine save.
Rafael Leao clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And a header! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
David Villa. And here's Vlahovic. And that's gone loose. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. David Villa! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Reinders. Hernandez. It's Fofana.
Abraham! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tomori. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Neuer, will they claim to that? Great defending, strong and determined. David Villa being hunted in packs.
Yeah, but
David Villa! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Villa is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the header!
That's going to go a long way. Musa. Now it's Pulisic. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. This is promising.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's caused a worry or two. Rodri. David Villa. Caught offside that time. Everton are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Van Dijk. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Van Dijk. Rodri. Jordi Alba. Vlahovic. Here's your end. Fires from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Kyle Walker. Just about up to 75 minutes. Vlahovic. Oh, that's delightful. David Villa! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Corner number 2 then. David Villa with the short one. Jordi Alba. Oh, the ball's gone astray. No foul, says the referee.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Chukwueze stood his ground strongly. And he's let fly. And for a moment, time stood still.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 32.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 22. Attenzione, un cambio.
Musa. Everton will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Big chance! Now, oh, he's been caught napping. Everton are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's the header!
Milan can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chukwueze. Look at this, and the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. This time, surely! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character.
Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, smashing header! Cleared without complication.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
5 minutes to add.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold.
He's going for goal!
And that is doing no harm at all. And time is up. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in